He's on the sofa next month.
Now, look who's here. It's Freema. Morning, Freema.
Morning.
How are you? You well?
I'm very well, thank you.
Jolly good. She's going to be telling us what it's like zooming around in the Doctor's TARDIS in a minute.
Yeah, send us your questions, perhaps, for the new Doctor Who assistant. Just how fab is her job? That's coming up in just over a minute's time. First, let's have a quick look at what's happening where you are. See you soon. Welcome back. Now, she's come a very long way since manning the tills at Blockbuster, would you believe, and despite meeting a grisly end at the hands of the Cybermen in Series 2, Freema Agyeman is back, taking over the mantle from Billie Piper as she becomes Doctor Who's brand new assistant.
Yes, Freema plays the feisty Martha Jones, who as a trainee doctor herself is more than a match for the Time Lord. Before, and we mean match. Before we talk to Freema, though, here's an exclusive peek at the first episode when Martha first meets the Doctor. And she's here. What seems to be the problem, Doctor, in that episode there?
In that particular episode, at that particular moment, we're on the moon.
Oh, OK.
And so, yeah, that feels like something ain't quite right.
Yes. I thought it was just a regular outpatient clinic, having a bit of a stressful morning.
Not in our hospital.
Well, let's start here. Let's start here on Earth. And when you first found out that you'd got the role, tell us what happened. Who's the first person you told?
Well, actually, I was in a car with my brother and sister. So my agent called, and obviously I couldn't answer the phone because I was driving. So my sister answered, and she said, "Can you get her to pull up somewhere safe and call us back?" So I said, "Well, how did she sound? Could you tell anything from her voice?" And she said, "No, I couldn't tell." So pulled up, and then the assistant picked up the phone and sort of went, "Oh, hi, Freema, we'll just put you through." And I was like, "Well, that doesn't sound good." And then my agent picked up the phone and went, "Oh, hi." And I was like, that's it. But obviously, they were just kidding. And so my brother and sister sort of saw my expression and were like, "Oh," my sister went, ask for feedback. So, well, ask for some feedback. So I just went, "Have some feedback, please." And she went, "Well, that won't be necessary because you've got it." So my agent started screaming, I started screaming, my brother and sister started screaming, and then I started driving home, and we all just were screaming the whole way home.
How much competition did you have to beat off?
I don't know. And I've never asked, really. I just, I'm so fortunate to get it. I just thought I'm not going to start probing and prying and asking questions. I've got it and I'm going to run with it.
And you had to keep it secret for quite some time.
Yeah, I found out in February that I got it, and then...
February last year?
Last year.
Wow.
I think it was February the 16th, because I remember it was near Valentine's Day, and we couldn't say anything. It wouldn't come out until after the series had finished airing, which was in about July. So, but, you know, my immediate family knew, so it was enough that I could kind of secretly chuckle with them every so often when people
But it's been a long time coming, isn't it? I mean, that's, you know, we've been waiting a long time to see you, because we knew all about it. I remember talking about you to Billie Piper and sort of tips that you give. When did you start filming?
I started first week of August. Everyone else started before me because they did the Christmas special, but I wasn't involved in that. So it's been about 8 months.
And how was it?
Superb. It wasn't like work at all. No, honestly. I mean, yeah, there's really early mornings and you do like 11-hour days, 11-day fortnights. So it's tiring work, but at the same time, it's like we're playing games. I say, saying to David, we're running away from monsters we can't see, landing on crash mats and stunt driving, and it's just every day something more exciting than the last.
Yeah. We're going to have another look at a clip in just a second, but just tell us about Martha first of all. She's quite a feisty character.
Yeah, I mean, there are similarities in that respect to Rose. They're both feisty and they're not wallflowers, if you like, and they're quite up for it and go-getters. But she's older, she's slightly older, and she's more independent and more academic. She's been living alone and training to be a doctor, which takes years, and she comes from this big family, and she's sort of got an old head on wide shoulders, so she differs in that.
Right, well, let's take another look at you and the Doctor getting acquainted.
No,
Go ahead.
We'll ask you, darling.
All right, this isn't the first time, of course, we've seen you on Doctor Who, because sadly, you came to a very brief and abrupt end, didn't you, on a previous series?
I did. I was in episode 12 of season 2, and I had such a brilliant time on that job. I got to meet David then, and I met Camille Coduri as well. But it wasn't a massive part, and I just think in so many ways, though, that was my sort of big break.
I remember that, because you went through those polythene sheets, and I thought, she's going to come to a bad end, that girl.
Well, I did, and who would have thought that it would have ended like this?
But Russell T Davies did actually say that as soon as they saw you, he thought, we've got something special here, we're going to get her back.
Oh, God, I can't reply to that. He's a good man.
What about the tips that you've had from Billy then? Because there's big boots to fill.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Billy did an amazing job, but Russell was very mindful not to sort of say, oh, you know, Rose has gone and we're never going to speak of her again. It's not the case. Rose is referred to throughout Series 3 because we don't want the fans to feel that's what's happened here. And she will forever remain in their hearts. She's not gone, you know. She's always going to be there in the Doctor and the fans' hearts and minds. So, yeah, she did do a fantastic job, but I didn't want to focus on, you know, the sort of having to fill her shoes sort of thing, if you like, throughout filming, because I just thought it can so quickly all become overwhelming, and I didn't want to look back on this period and think,
do your own
I
thing.
spent it worrying. Yeah, do your own thing. And the advice that filtered through was do it your way and enjoy it.
Right.
And that's from Elizabeth Sladen as well.
Well, speaking of enjoying things, Rose didn't get to kiss the Doctor.
Well, I was just going to ask that.
Episode 1, for heaven's sake, Freema, isn't it? That you
Have a smooch?
get to have a smooch?
It was a genetic transfer, guys.
Is that what they call it these days? Genetic transfer. I see.
Things are not always what they seem in Doctor Who, so
Right.
yeah. Watch that space.
No. Good.
And what sort of reaction, you've just mentioned your brother and sister, what sort of reaction have you had, mainly from viewers of Doctor Who? I mean, you must have noticed already. Well,
the funny thing is, obviously the fans have been just phenomenal, and I'm so, you know, it warms my heart, and I'm so grateful that they've taken, you know, the time. I've had letters already, and they've been encouraging and supportive, and I've not even been on screen yet. So I'm so grateful for that. Obviously, my life's changed in the sense that it's been massively enriched in being part of this institution that is Doctor Who, and also my acting career has you know, benefited from it. But in terms of my lifestyle, not an awful lot has changed. I've been recognised like twice.
Ah, not yet.
And I go to the same places and I see all the same people. So, and my room looks exactly the same. It's like everything stayed the same on that front.
Just you wait.
Yeah.
Just you wait. Wait till this Saturday, after this Saturday. Freema, it's a pleasure to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
for
you very
having
much
me.
for
All
coming
the
to see
very
us
best.
this morning.
Thank
It can
you
be
so
fantastic. We can see.
Right.
Thank you.
And Doctor Who starts this Saturday, BBC One, 7 o'clock. And Torchwood star John Barrowman will be here on Friday to tell us whether he's making a return as the sexy Captain Jack.
Lovely, John. Now then, let's turn to lovely Carol outside Television Centre for a look at this morning's weather. Over to you, Carol.
Thanks, Kate. You're not so bad yourself. Now, this morning it's lovely. We've got blue skies here in London, as indeed we have across many parts. However, having said that, still some dense fog around. Now, most of the fog across England and Wales should lift fairly readily. Might take its time across Cheshire, for example. It might not be until around about lunchtime it clears. And then England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland seeing some sunshine, apart from the east of Scotland where there'll be higher and a maximum temperature of 18. That's it. Back to you two.
Perfect. But that's it for today. Thanks, Carol. We'll be chatting live to the scariest man on television tomorrow,
And when
who
we've
is...
finished with Declan, we'll also meet Sir Alan Sugar. Back for another series of The Apprentice. We'll take a look at the contenders as well tomorrow on Breakfast.
Thank you for all your emails today. Also, by popular request, we'll leave you with Delia and Nigella, the pet pigs we met earlier on in Cambridgeshire.